What it do, cyber world? It's your girl, Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related. So you got to stay tuned to see what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to talk about today, peeps. Movies today just really aren't nearly as good as like older movies. Just not. There's nothing out there today in 2026 that I'm looking forward to like actually going to a movie theater to get the full experience. No. So the last couple weekends, I got into the Twilight saga. Yeah. Now, when this stuff was big and when it was happening and stuff, I was like a whole grown-ass adult. And there was a big fandom about Twilight. I remember that specifically. There was a big fandom about it. But I just never really fed into it. My baby sister, she was always into the stuff. And she would talk about it, and I was like, didn't really seem like, and you see little clippings and tidbits from pop culture popping up about the different stars from the show, from the movie. And it just never really interested me. And so a couple weekends ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start the Twilight saga. And y'all, I'm so glad that I did. Oh my gosh. Totally Team Edward. All right. Team Edward all day. Overall, I just finished the last Breaking Dawn part 2 today. And I like the way that they ended it. I did. I really, really did. And I just love the cinema aspect of really building characters and really making you invested in these characters and the story. Like, my least favorite character was Bella. I don't know what it is. Bella just made bad decisions. And Bella was Bella. We'll just say Bella was Bella. And you felt for Jacob because you're like, Jacob is like the cute little puppy dog that's just, just gnawing at your leg, trying to get your attention. Look, I'm here. Look at me. I love you. I love you. And you felt for him, but at the same token, you're like, boy, you need to find something else to do. Jacob, why you don't go find you something else to do or find you somebody else to like? Find you a werewolf to like. Come on now. So I like the way that the evolution of the characters went. I think that it was a really good job of the elements of, the first movie, the first Twilight movie, of them being in high school and the different dynamics there and seeing how things would progress. And like the whole time, Bella is begging Edward to turn her. The whole time he just begging, just turn me. And he's very reluctant to do so. And seeing how everything just evolved, I was really impressed with it. I may do like a series or something on Twilight, just on the movies. I didn't read the book. I was definitely past the the age of this book as far as like when it was out and big and really taking off. Definitely wasn't paying attention to it. And like I said, the fandom of the Twilight series just kind of goes deep. It goes pretty wide, and people really get into the story. It's good storytelling, really good storytelling. I like the way that they ended it. I think that was a good ending. With being respectful to all the characters without really just like pulling the ground from up under the audience. It was a good, solid ending. And I don't think that we're going to get a sequel. I don't think that's going to happen because, and I'll say this, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, they had this electric chemistry. Like, you knew that they were together. I could see that they were a couple because they had this unspoken way that they would look at each other. And you're just like, wow, I wish a guy would look at me like that. Wow, I wish I could have this type of moment. And it was just so really refreshing to watch because you're like, wow, these young people, they're in love. They're so stinking cute. And then Kristen Stewart did what Kristen Stewart did. We ain't gonna go down that street. I feel as though some people will sabotage a good thing because they're afraid of being happy. And I've had someone actually tell me that they have sabotaged relationships. Things are going too good. They break up with the girl. They break up with the guy. And I'm like, but things are going good. Yeah, but it ain't gonna last. So I'm gonna skip out while it's, the going is still going. And that's wild to me. And so I just never understood why people would rather cheat than just break up with the person. If you break up with them, guess what? There's a chance that y'all may actually find your way back to each other. But no, you want all the ding-ding that's out there, Kristen Stewart. You know you was wrong, Kristen. You know you was wrong. And now I hear that she's into women, which it is what it is. But I feel like that was her real big, extensive chance at love. Because I feel like Robert Pattinson really loved her. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know them personally. Never met them, nothing like that. But it was just electric. I don't even know how else to explain it. I just don't know. But that's how I spent the weekend. How did you spend your weekend? What y'all out there doing? What is up? What shows are y'all into? What movies are y'all excited that's coming up this year? I want to hear all of the things. So post in the comments out here. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what's goody. I hope that y'all have a great, fantastical, wonderful week. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Deuces.